Hey there, welcome back to the channel, your go-to source for everything real estate here in Toronto and the Greater Toronto Area. Today, I want to address a very important topic, especially for first-time home buyers or anyone trying to get back in the market. And this is an incredible opportunity. It's called the First Home Savings Account, or the FHSA. I'm going to dive into the details so you know how to use this to your advantage. So let's dive in. All right, so let's break down the key features of the FHSA. To open up an FHSA account, here are the three important qualifications. You have to be a Canadian resident, first and foremost. Second, you must be a minimum of 18 years of age and no more than 71 years old. And lastly, you or your spouse, common law spouse, whatever may be the case, cannot have owned a property that's considered your principal residence now or within the last 4 calendar years. So, right now I'm filming this video. It's almost March 1st, 2025. If you had bought a property, let's say a year ago, March 1st, 2024, and that was your principal residence, but you sold it, you would not qualify. Now being March 1st, 2025, you should not have lived in any home, you or your spouse, that's considered a principal residence between now March 1st, 2025, so previous 4 calendar years, meaning any time after January 1st, 2021. That's 4 calendar years, right? So you should not have owned a home, you or your spouse, that was considered principal residence in that time frame. Now, if you've owned a home before then, you can qualify. So that's where the confusion arises. You think it's just for first-time home buyers, but no. As long as you bought something before 4 calendar years, you can open up an FHSA account. All right, let's talk about contribution limits. You can contribute up to $8,000 tax-free towards your FHSA account every year. Now, if you don't fulfill that maximum contribution room, you can carry forward up to $8,000 to the next year, and you can keep making these contributions to a maximum of $40,000 towards that. Now, how do you set up an FHSA? It's quite simple. 3 simple steps, really. You need to first contact a financial institution, could be a bank, a credit union, or an insurance company. Secondly, you need to provide proof of eligibility, that you're a Canadian resident, as I spoke of, that your social insurance number, and other documentation that the institution requires, which they'll brief you on. And lastly, of course, you need to choose the investment type that suits your goals and your risk levels in terms of investments. Now that you know how to set up an FHSA, how do you use it? Well, once you save the money that you want to use, all you need to know is that once you make a withdrawal, you have to purchase a home and intend to occupy it within a year of buying it or it being built. That's the key criteria, and it has to be your principal residence. What's important to know is that you can keep an FHSA open to a maximum of 15 years or until the year you turn 71, till the end of that year, whichever comes first. And if you don't use the funds towards a qualified home purchase, you can always transfer that money tax-free into an RSP, Registered Retirement Savings Plan, or a Registered Retirement Income Fund, RIF, at any time. To recap, the FHSA offers tax-deductible contributions and tax-free withdrawals for first-time home buyers. The annual contribution limit is $8,000 and the lifetime limit is $40,000. Any unused contribution room can be carried forward up to $8,000, and funds can be transferred to an RSP or RIF if not used for a home purchase. Listen, taking advantage of the FHSA may be one of the smartest moves while planning and saving funds towards that down payment for a home in Toronto or the Greater Toronto Area. If you have more questions about it, I always recommend talk to your financial advisor or a tax professional for further information, just to make sure it aligns with your short-term and long-term goals. Thanks for watching. I'm here to help you in any way I can. I'm a real estate agent serving Toronto and the Greater Toronto Area for over 15 years. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. All my contact information is here on the YouTube channel. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I look at each and every one. If you have ideas for future videos, I'm all ears. Hope you enjoyed today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. Wishing you a great one.